welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegian renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. At the 50 end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking the shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. From the 30-yard line on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Set on first down. The give to the tailback. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Green. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Open space at the 25. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Sategna. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball.
Nothing but green ahead. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. High game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, and that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like
Makes the grab on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Green. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He throws one to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football.
And he's running in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running toward the tape. The 20. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play...
Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking downfield, it's Green. Quarterback adapting. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arkansas, 29.
Fair catch called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's locked. Open runway ahead. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Notre Dame, 35.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the 2 position.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on the 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the time. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Green. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He finds his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Iron! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just...
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Floating away. He unleashes a long one. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Green. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Trying to find his man on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down. How about this? These guys are going for two. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
44, Arkansas, 35.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royals, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Be knocked down. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking downfield. Working the middle. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
He's going for the big play. Brings it inside the 10. And he'll hold it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-up.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. With the ball. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Able to get some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Third and goal where the strong come through. To the air, it's Milroe. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. He's looking to pass. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the script. And now the ball is knocked free. Recovered by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability. The ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Moving out of the pocket. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. They did a nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense could tell they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan to get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little boost for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Just buried it. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Buying some time. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Green. Getting some heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
When you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. He sailed and he overthrew. I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to come out of this spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the ground. He's got it again. Creates a little room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out really trying to establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown time.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Green. He lets one fly deep. And it's caught inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Handoff to the lone back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys won at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to get to it. He's going to run it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Moving away from pressure. That's it tied. And it's picked off. At the 45 on its way. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The give is to Miller. Plows through the defense. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards.
And they say quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for sacks.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have.
Makes the catch at the 20. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, I love this guy's toughness all game long. He's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorback!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Green. Coming after it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes that Alabama offense. Power football with the run.
And I think if you're the head coach defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Running back searching for a hole. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama! That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
Here we go. Ready?
Wide out in motion. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back, but...
He's got it all right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure coming. Still looking, on the move. On a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Green. Steps away. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense has just had his QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown tie.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him